Ladies and gentlemen, Nicelle Davis.
Good evening. It's true, I need your help. Beginning with the body is and the body is not. So tonight I would like to make a collage poem with all of you. And so if you wouldn't mind, it's almost like church. Like there's a couple pencils in each row, and so you can like ask your neighbor, like, may I borrow your pencil? What are you putting on yours? Can I steal your idea? Can I change your idea? That's a really bad idea. You can say whatever you want, so long as you come up with your own miniature poem. And so just go ahead and fill out the body is, and whatever you think it is, and the body is not, and fill out whatever you think the body is not. And then at some point in this presentation, I and these lovely surgeons and handsome surgeons will cue you on when to say your poem aloud. Is everyone okay with this? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, so at some point in the presentation, you'll see these images come up on stage, and then you'll shout out whatever it is that you created. Yeah? Woohoo! Shout it out. As small or as big as you want to shout it out. So we can lift it up higher too. I'll go like this, and then you'll know when to shout. Is there a question? No, there's no question. Okay. So I'll let you guys kind of muse over that. First of all, I just wanted to say thank you for being here tonight. It's a great honor to have your time and attention. And hopefully I'm able to give some of that back to you. So I'm really grateful to Doug, Red Hen Press, and a host of other really dear hearts that are here today. So I'm going to read 3 poems from the book Becoming Judas that's coming out from Red Hen Press. And then we're going to go into a more performative space, and that's when I'm really going to need your help. So, 1970. My mom moves to Fort Walton Beach from Okinawa, where mamazons made dresses for her dollies and cut down yard snakes for soup. She brags about eating cocoa-covered ants. This is the summer a man will break into her room and almost rape her. She ignores the war mostly. She likes to string jewelry. Her father is an officer in the Air Force. Her mom finds birth control in a drawer. The pills are her sister's, but she will be called the whore. I hate my mother most for not naming blame. If not for her, I'd never be a poet. She's who put me in this blue dress lit on fire, taught me to speak not of the burning, but how pretty the dress is. 1970s is when I'd most like to have known her. She says Florida is where I was most happy. I say, watch, Ma, as I twirl, the flames lift up. So on that note, I feel like I should introduce my dress. This invention of collage, of living collage, is actually by Paulina Jensen, who's one of the players in tonight's performance. So, the tree Judas chose was some ornamental thing, shape of a kidney, flowers veining over its short and red twisted trunk. Spent his mornings watching the long-tongued carpenter bee suckle its blossoms. As the redbud wept its violet blooms, he caught the drops in his mouth, bruised their petals with his teeth, searching for that hushed light. Ate until his stomach ached from the bitter juices. Lips stained blue, he'd vomit of mellifluent river. The ground softened by his currents turned to flesh. He built a body from this golden earth, a face that resembled Jesus. Before he could kiss the honey lips, a swarm of flies began to drink the shape away, their wings shining like silver coins tossed into the air. He devoured them in an attempt to taste sweetness. When he jumped, his soul broke into 1,000 pieces, an army of snake flies humming, a chorus of apologies dying in small increments, like a lesson in letting go, learned one fall at a time. December 1980. The Gospel of Judas is stolen from a male antiquities dealer. The heist is organized by a woman with well-manicured nails. She runs a reds under the purple lining of his jacket. He lets her take photos of his entire collection. He poses next to the locked door. Judas sold Jesus for 30 silver pieces and or a kiss. As a trader, my bets are on the long shot kiss. It's my only chance at winning. Mark D. Chapman has just finished catching small children from jumping off of cliffs when he decides to take a trip to New York. He's tired of everyone looking towards the wrong light. John Lennon is no Jesus, no sir. The phony's got to go. Yes, sir. I break into this world while my mother is working at an antique shop. I christen a Victorian rug with embiotic fluid, the oldest thing new. No one has yet read the Codex. No one knows it's Judas howling in that papyrus. The antiquities dealer gets the scrolls back. The woman disappears. What are the chances that gunshots are synchronized, bullets organized into choirs to make harmonies of this world? I want to believe we are mimics of the divine. John Lennon accepts Chapman's kiss with gratitude. All is done in, with, and for love. Judas is locked in a safety deposit box in Hicksville, New York. Rotten humidity eating chunks out of his words. A gun is grown into the flesh of Chapman's hand. John Lennon bleeds on the steps of the Dakota. I recognize color for the first time. My eyes focused on Mother's light. Jesus says, forgive you if you forgive me. Judas says, forgiven you, but I won't forgive me. Jesus says, well, we'll just have to keep this show going then. Mother says, I didn't mean to burn you. I am too young to understand. Language. Fire is a verb substitution for love.
Tattoo. If the body is a border, how is it crossed? Double back and extend. Extend and double back. Cross it as how a border is a body. Body as border. Border as body. The body is not a border. The border is not a body. Enter and exit. Location of will. Extend and double back.
If the body is a border,
is
now
double back
to
to
extend.
is a body.
The body is a
double
body.
back.
It's
How
not
is
a
it
border.
crossed?
The border
double back
is not
extend.
body.
If the
It's
body
not
is
border.
double back. How is it
Cross
crossed?
it,
As
extend,
how the
double
border
back,
is a
double
body.
back, and extend.
Body
Double back
as
is border.
border.
Border is body. The body is not a border. The border is not a body. If the body is a border, how is it crossed?
Enter and
Double back and extend.
Location.
Extend and double back.
Extend and double back.
Body is border.
Border is body.
Border is body.
Body is border.
The body is not a border.
Border is not a body.
The body is border.
How is it crossed?
It's a double back.
Border.
And
How is
it's
it
a cross.
How's it crossed?
Double back.
Double back.
Extend and
Cross
double
it
back.
as
how
Cross it as
how the border is a body. As
body is border.
Border is body. As body.
The body is not a border.
Border is body.
The border is not a body.
Body is border.
Double back and extend. The body is a border. How is it crossed?
How's it crossed?
Extend and double back. The body is not a border. How is it crossed?
as how a border is a body.
Body story. The day I changed my surname, I stood in the SS line with a man just from prison. He showed me the letters J-O-H-N sewn into him, needle, thread, and a broken big pen. This is how it is done when you laugh, he told me. With cells filled, the concrete amplifies all voices into one. You write against the unremembering of bars. See here, my name stitched into my skin. The body belongs to me, even after they buried the idea of John in that pulsing house.
If the body is border,
is now tattoo.
border
Is a body.
The body is a body.
How is it crossed? The border
is not
a body.
If the body is a border,
How is it
cross
crossed?
it,
As
extend,
how the
double
border
back,
is a
double
body.
back, and extend.
Body
Double back is
as
border.
border.
Border is body. The body is not a border. The border is not a body. If the body is a border, how is it crossed?
Enter,
Double back and extend.
Double back and extend.
Extend and double back.
Extend and double back.
The border is
Body is border. Border is body. The body is not a border.
Tattoo. The body of border. How is it crossed? Double back. How is it crossed? Extend.
Double back.
Extend. Extend. Cross it as how. Cross it as how. Body as body as border. Border is body as body.
The body is not the border. The border is not the body. Double back and extend. The body is a border. How is it crossed? Extend double back. Body is not a border. How is it
Cross
crossed?
it as how a border is a body.
Reproductive structures. 1. She is 6 months in with her third. State will fund first, but not the younger. Conceived too soon after her eldest, this new and unborn warrant no support. Lion face and oddly limbed, she waves to me with 6 arms. Boys on each hip, little guns are drilling at her side. Ding ding, they point their fingers to shoot stars. While she says, won't be in class. She needs to find work. Sierra Highway, she says. If you know jade trees, you'll understand she's mapping the stroll. Bing, the boys go, but the North Star continues to shine. 2. That night, I dream of closed eyes. While understanding intercourse is happening, I watch her fetus sleeping. It doesn't know motion from ocean, doesn't know ocean. This is only a dream. Intercourse hasn't happened. This is only ubiquity. Spores dividing into new holes. The future. 3. I see her again 3 weeks later with 3 half-written papers. She has kept the bump into a rented room. She is glad to have come to school today. It has become hard to leave, covers so heavy and so soft. She is afraid to face light most days. The papers are generic. What did you do last summer? Not my prompt, hers. I tried to find my maternal mother, she writes. I want to brush her broken teeth, but I accept the papers instead. As she leaves, I build rooms made of blankets in my head, a fort that allows only enough in. Her living in a flame that doesn't burn. A womb.
The body is body. The body is not the border. The border is not the body. Double back and extend. The body is the border. How is it crossed? Extend double back. The body is not the border.
Place. A pastoral of amplified flesh. Intersections of rivers and roads, fibrous, vein and vessels spread beneath us, as though we are candles passing over or hands plunging under. The unattainability of location. A map is made by omitting. Territory synonymous with unsayable events. Let me rephrase. I knew a woman who burned finger-sized scars in her arms with erasers, marking how she was pinned to an orchard, the taking of all her fruit. I knew a man who housed a virus. Science cut doors to his spinal cord. He welcomed doctors into the parlor of his back, but they came for his kitchen. Hands inside another, this man, woman, were conscious at entry. When they said, "This hurts," no one stopped the hurting. A light passes over. How many hands before a stopping place?
Not a border. The border is not a body. If the body is a border, how is it crossed? Double back and extend. Extend, double back. Body is border. Border is body. The body is not a border. The body of border.
How is it crossed? Double back.
How is it crossed? Double back and extend.
Extend. Cross it as how. Cross it as how. Body as body as border. how a border is a body. Body as border. Border as body. The body is not a border. The border is not a body. Enter and exit. Location of will. Extend and double back. If the body's border is now tattooed, where is a body? The body is a border. How is it crossed? The border is not.
The body is scrumptious meat.